Hey everyone, this is June from Turning Point Life Investment. I got a viewer's request to talk about UNG. So I'm going to analyze UNG. It's an ETF for natural gas. So before I start, I know there's recently a lot of talk about some discrepancy between UNG and following the natural gas price, how it doesn't exactly follow spot on. You can search online for that. There's plenty of articles that talks about that, how UNG isn't exactly the best vehicle to trade if you want to trade natural gas, at least for the long term, if you want to hold a long term. So I won't exactly go into that, but what I will do is look at the chart. Okay, at least let the chart tell me what I think UNG is doing. So the viewer asked if right now is a good time to pick up some UNG stock. What I do is I always look at the trend. Okay, I follow the trend, whatever the trend or whichever the direction the trend is going, that's where I follow. I don't normally pick tops and bottoms. That's actually a tough gig, okay, to do if you're trying to pick tops and bottoms. So currently, when I look at this stock, let me take away the studies. When I look at this stock, the stock is still downtrending. It's making a series of lower lows and lower highs, right? We've consolidated here, broke through, consolidated, and broke through. So currently, the trend is still down. I don't see any turning points yet that tells me this thing is starting to trend higher again. So in terms of trading, what I want to see is for this stock to show higher highs and higher lows. That is something that I want to look for if I want to go long into this stock. But right now, it's doing the exact opposite. It's making lower lows and lower highs. Okay, so it tells me the selling pressure is still there. There's no buyers that are coming in yet to pick up this stock. So for me, I wouldn't be buying this stock. I probably wouldn't even pay attention to this stock until it start making this higher and high and higher low. Okay, but of course that is just my trading methodology. It's completely different if, let's say, you're trying to bottom fish. Okay, trying to pick the bottom. Okay, that's a different methodology. If you're doing that, then you have to look for reversal signs, oversold indicators, divergence, things like that. Okay. But what we can learn from this chart is support and resistance. If you're new to technical analysis, I think this chart provides a very good example of support and resistance. Usually, let's say in a downtrend like this, when support is broken, it usually gets retested as resistance. All right, let's take a look at what happened here. $14 was a relatively clear support level for this stock at that moment in time. But once it broke through, it came back and retested it once and twice as resistance, and it failed to break above it. So this tells me that this is a very good retest of what was once support. Now it's getting retested as resistance. Okay, so now this is kind of like a line in the sand. All right, $14 is now an emotional resistance level, and you can see how $12 has done the exact same thing, where $12 was a support back here, but recently we managed to break underneath $12. So if that holds true, more than likely the stock might come up and retest $12 as resistance. And if it fails to break above $12, well, guess what? More than likely it will probably drop back down lower. So basically for me, as far as trading this, I wouldn't be buying this yet. The stock hasn't shown me that buyers are stepping in. It's telling me that sellers are still in control of this stock. Okay, so for my trading, I wouldn't really pay attention to this unless if I want to short it. The key thing that I want to look for is that higher high and higher low. So if, let's say, for example, we bottom here, it breaks through previous resistance, uses it as new support, and then goes higher again. So I want to be able to see that. That tells me there's new buying pressure coming into this stock. That, for me, is a confirmation that, okay, it's safe as a buyer to come back in and follow this trend higher.